Ian Turner, Stuart Guest, Cliff McLeod, Will Barnes, Matthew Dobson, Billy Thomas, Nino Piccoli, Edward Moore, Richard Puddle, Duncan McLeod, Martin Brackenbury and Cameron Ross. We're off and racing, and as you can see by the plumes of smoke being kicked up here at Dunkerswell Raceway, retro karts returning to this legendary track. The SW plated driver looking to retain his crown. Because that's a fair point. I can't see that on my grid, but I do know that is Tyler Whedon. Is it updated? No, on the live timing it still says the number 53, but I'm 99% sure that's Tyler Whedon at the front, your pole sitter, who is rocking that SW plate. Let's see if it shows it on the entry list. So on they go then. Listen to the roar, the screaming of these old reeded engines. Oh no! That looks like a seized engine, sadly, for the number 17. Out of the race they go. That's Tom Longfield out after only one lap. And of course, we already saw one driver had peeled off to the side before they even got this race underway. It is Whedon from McLeod from Hamling here at the sharp end. So it is Tyler Whedon, your defending Southwest champion. Down to the hairpin we go then, end of the back straight. And for the moment, Whedon holding on. Richard McLeod on the O plate though, so we've got the SW plate and the O plate at the sharp end, I think proving why they've earned those plates earlier this year or into previous years. Yellow flags, of course, that's for our stricken kart down there at the final corner. Drivers up and out, drivers all okay, and thankfully they didn't collide with any track furniture when that engine decided it didn't want to engine anymore. Matt Parker, the new fastest lap of the race, comes from the number 67. Up into P6 and P10 on the grid as well. Your biggest mover though, up 12 places, is Martin Brackenbury. That's not surprising. Brackenbury is a quick peddler in these karts, and well, he's up 12 places, 22nd to 10th. I think something must have gone. Sorry, I've missed Hamling make that move there as I was too busy looking at my other screen. So McLeod down to P3, Hamling to second, Hamling to first. Up the inside he goes into T1. New fastest lap of the race for Liam Hamling. And an attempt to pull back alongside there for Tyler Whedon, but not going to work this time. So Liam Hamling finds the lead of the race then. It's been an honour to commentate over this championship. Of course, both at, where have I commentated before? Rye House, I've commentated over these guys, and there's so many people wanting to keep them alive because they need to be kept alive. They are just brilliant. These karts truly have a soul. They really do. They really do. And it's fantastic to see them still racing like they do. On to a new lap of the race. We said he got through the traffic well. And, well, now he's all over the back of Peter Griffin. No, he hasn't. Busted his way out of a cartoon. That is a different Peter Griffin there in P5. I can imagine Peter was probably around before Family Guy as well. That must have been really annoying when you realise that someone has randomly chosen your name for now a really recognisable character. That's really annoying, Peter. Unfortunate. For the moment, I don't think that's in his head. I think he's currently focused on the fact that Matt Parker is all over his rear bumper. Look at this, though, change of pace. McLeod finds the fastest lap. He does clobber that curb, though, down at T1. That's lost him that bit of exit speed and lost him the opportunity, at least on this lap. Tyler Whedon is... Oh, where's McLeod gone? Where's McLeod gone? I think he's pulled over. He has. So, Mitchell McLeod, son of Duncan McLeod, I believe, is out of the race. That's a real shame for Mitchell. As we say, he just got the fastest lap of the race. Temperamental these karts can be at the best of times. You just find the fastest lap, and within about 2 corners, the kart goes, no thank you. Don't want to race anymore. I'll wait until the next one. Thanks. So you see, confirming your time on the left-hand side of your screen, Mitchell dropping down the order. So Hamling and Whedon still in the top 2. That promotes Matt Martin into a podium position in this one. And for the moment, actually fair play, sorry, to Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin is actually the one hounding the back of Matt Martin now. He's gained a second to Matt Parker now in P4, so potential for a Griffin podium in this first race. Whedon all over the back of Hamling though. This is the battle we've got to keep our eyes on here. Whedon is looking like he's on the hunt. Brackenbury, they're in 8th place now. Thomas Hadley, Owen Potter together going on to the last lap. They're battling over P. Similar story for Stuart Guest and Billy Thomas. Well, both those battles did amount to something on the last lap. Duncan McLeod changed for the race lead once again. So Liam Hamling found that pace sort of mid part of the race, didn't he? That's where he was able to really turn up the wick and pressed on, getting past both the two ahead of him, McLeod and Whedon. Well, Whedon's been there right on Hamling's tail ever since that moment, and finally he's able to grab the lead back. Let's see if Hamling has a response to that. Well, the response is almost immediate there. It is going to be immediate. Up the inside into turn 3 goes Liam Hamling. Nicely done. But up and under, we'll try Tyler Whedon. Make a little bit of front to rear contact, but nothing major, as they headed through the corner exit there. And they've got to be a bit careful here. Matt Martin and Peter Griffin are not that far behind. Next time around, we will go on to the final lap of the race. So, 1,000 metres to go then. Well, 1,032 to be exact. And on we go to it. One more lap of racing here at Dunkerswell. And Liam Hamling, little look up the inside there from Whedon, but he wasn't close enough. The Southwest champion from 2025. He's trying to retain it, but Liam Hamling is doing his best to steal it away. Down the back straight we go then, defending the inside line, switch back up the inside, little clobber of the curb though, from the SW plate of Tyler Whedon. That was almost perfection there from Tyler Whedon to sell the dummy and get the inside line back. That little touch of the curb though sees him lose the place once more. And they're going to run potentially almost side by side down the back straight. Up the inside, he looks for it, does Whedon, but not able to get it. Hamling rounds the final couple of corners and Liam Hamling wins the first race of the day. Ross. Right then, we're off and racing here at Dunks once again. Tyler Whedon leads us on for another 7 minutes plus 1 lap race. Dunkerswell roars back into life here with the scream of these old reeded engines. As hands are up, I think yellow flag into this section. I think that's because of Jade Goodwin. It is Goodwin stricken at the side of the road. And oh dear, I'm sorry Jade, but it doesn't look like Heat 2 is where I'm going to be saying it's a good win for Goodwin, is it? Parked up at the side before the race even begins. That's a shame for Jade. Hopefully she's back out in the pre-final later on. Well, just over 6 minutes left to go in this one. It looks as though we're going to have a similar bit of action as to what we had in race number 1. Hamling and Whedon locking horns early on in this one. He's going for it. Hamling's up the inside already. Well, it took a bit longer in race number 1 for the move to be made. It's taken, well, it's supposed to be about 1 lap there for Hamling to make it work, but does he? Up the inside, he holds it through turn 3. And well, Tyler Whedon, once again, has to be the aggressor. Still yellow flags here down into turn number 4. Is that Will Barnes parking up at the side of the circuit. The number 37 is off to the side. It is indeed. He dropped 1 place on that opening lap, had Will. But he's going to drop a few more here on that number 2 as he parks it up. Cart gives up the ghost there in race number 2. So our second of the race. As there we go. I'm just seeing on Jade Goodwin's Instagram story, courtesy of my lovely girlfriend, that she was hoping for a bit more positive one in this one and a bit of a better finishing position to kind of even it out, ready for the pre-final. Sadly, it'll find any more places and maybe find his way up towards the top 3. Mitchell McLeod is the next driver on his hit list. It's going to be 2 wins from 2 here in Formula A for Liam Hamling. He's always at the sharp end, and that continues here at Dunkerswell for the Southwest Champs in 2026. Hamling wins again. Front row is Hamling and Whedon though. Let's see how we go for this one. 1 pre-95 and 1 pre-2k on the grid. Let's go. 7 minutes plus 1 lap again here for our 100cc's, and it's a good start for Hamling. Whedon immediately chops across round the outside, is going to try either Martin or Griffin. What a move. The 56, no, it is Griffin. Round the outside and into second place. Lovely move from Peter Griffin there. That was bold, that was aggressive, and he's got it into second place. Nice move. Back up the inside though, Tyler Whedon's looking for it. Oh, they just about avoided contact there. I thought that was 100% going to be contact at the apex there, but no, racing room given between the 2 drivers. I think we've all made it through the rolling up lap, at least in this one. Of course, a lot of the drivers falling foul of oiling up, and look, you can barely see them through the smoke. That's caused by the oiling up of the engines. going at that slow speed, the oil builds up, and then when you finally floor it, it all turns into smoke when it's all burnt off. But again, as you try to burn off the oil, the cart's through on Peter Griffin. It's Hamling, another fastest lap. Yeah, it's 1.2 seconds now between Hamling and Whedon. Fastest lap from Whedon was a 47.1. There is the 41. Liam Hamling leads us down through this final lap of the race. This is going to be, well, I don't want to jinx it because he's still got half a lap to go. We know how temperamental these F100s, these Formula A's can be, of course, but he's on an absolute stormer today, isn't he? Absolute stormer. Winning heat number 1, winning heat number 2, and winning the pre-final as well. Fair play to you, Liam Hamling. I mean, I remember when it was, when they were titled F100, when they were back at Rye House, it was exactly the same. Liam Hamling was sublime, and he's been absolutely unstoppable here today, and he will line up on pole for the final. Tyler Whedon, again, oh so close, but oh so far, as he has been in every race so far today, just not quite able to match the pace of Hamling, but that little bit faster than everyone else, so he just ends up with a bit of no man's land there in second place. Tom Longfield, great run and more. 22 retro karts take to Dunkerswell in anger for the final time here today. Who will be crowned Southwest champion? We race on down to the first couple of corners, and let's see if any of these karts can actually get to the end of a 10-minute plus 1 lap final. Let's see. Well, immediately Hamling takes control of the race then from the front. Whedon slots in to second place. And who is that then in third? It is Peter Griffin there in P3 on the 56. So Ian Turner has just dropped back one position, I believe. He is indeed. And then he's got Mitchell McLeod for company there on the O plate. As again, Carl's just getting rid of that oil, burning it off on this first lap. And you get rid of those plumes of smoke around here at Dunkerswell. I was going to say for the final time, but of course the Formula Blues are going to be something pretty similar on their race starts as well. Oh, the scream of those Formula A's is like nothing else. On to lap number 2 we go. It's Hamling who leads us onto it ahead of Whedon, Griffin, Turner, McLeod. Look. As they go on to lap number 3 of this race now, and they feel like it to drive. I'm lucky enough to have driven one of these in the past, and they're insane. But I don't drive them as fast as Liam Hamling. He has been flying out there today, and he is going to be crowned the Southwest champion in 2026. Never look back from the race start. Finishes 4.5 seconds ahead of Tyler Whedon and Tom Longfield. A very well-deserved podium.